What's up, guys? I'm at my parents' house in Fort Worth, working out in their little home gym setup. A lot of this equipment used to be my equipment, but then they've also got some really like old school ancient equipment they got for dirt cheap, so I'm making it work for my leg day. Let's see what we got. So this machine over here is a seated leg curl. It took me a minute to figure it out, but check it out. What's up, you guys? So I thought I would do just like a quick commentary over this video. Obviously this situation was totally ideal. Not everyone has access to something like this, whenever they have to go out of town last minute. But it still wasn't like everything I needed for my leg day, and I just made it work. That's just what you have to do if you find yourself in a position where, you've got to just like come up with something on the fly. Doing something is better than just saying, you know what, I'm just going to skip. So I just did what I could. There's a lot of exercises that I couldn't do. Anyway, so I did the seated leg curl here, and then I supersetted that with the, this is actually my old Stairmaster, and I love it, and I told my mom she could never get rid of it because I want it back if she's going to try to sell it. So I supersetted that with like 30 seconds really, really fast on that. And man, my glutes and hams were like dead. So after that, I moved on to stiff legs. And you can do stiff legs with anything, guys. Like seriously, grab yourself a gallon jug. And if you don't have weights, do stiff legs using 2-gallon jugs. Use whatever equipment you have available to you. So I always, well, not always, but every so often I like to add in the hip circle for these. It just helps target my glutes and hams a little more. And I keep my gym stuff in the car just so that it's always readily available for me. The important thing with stiff legs is to, and this is why I did a side view here for you guys, is to try to keep your back as straight as possible. You can have a slight bend at the knee. That's totally fine. But what's most important is to keep the barbell or weight close to your legs as possible and keep your back as straight as possible. Then go as low as you possibly can. So my parents only had the like easy bar, like the bent bar, and these hurt so bad. It was like jabbing into my skin. I was dying, but I sacrificed and made it work. I again used the hip circle here, which I actually always use a band or a hip circle on these to help keep my knees out. Getting out of this was like a little difficult. I was like, that weight was like totally jabbing me. Oh my God. Okay, so then I was trying to find a variation for leg press. So I decided to do, this is more like vertical leg press, but I felt it in my glutes and hamstrings like hardcore. This actually used to be my old Smith machine that I had at my house, and they bought it for me as well. So I did, just like a wider stance, stiff leg here. And it's kind of, you have to, if you do these, you just kind of have to figure out like how to twist the little lock thingy out. You'll get it the first time. Don't be afraid to try new things at the gym, guys. Don't be afraid. So then I did them. I wasn't sure if I could do them with one leg, and I did really lightweight in the first one, and then I added some more weight later on. But that is basically going to conclude my commentary. I want to go ahead and put this out there too. I did a bunch of walking lunges after this. My parents are coming in to see what I'm doing. So, walking lunges can be done anywhere. There are so many options available to you. Don't make excuses. Go in and get it done. Plain and simple. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Good morning, sunshines. It is Wednesday. I don't know, January something or another. Finally back home. Sorry, my throat has been like weird. I think the allergies and stuff kind of getting to me. So I spent the past 2 days basically driving. Like yesterday, I was in the car from 10 until I got home at 8 or 7:30, something like that. And then the day before I had to drive and go to Dallas. And then once I got to my parents' house, then I went and picked up my sister at the airport, which is another like 50-minute drive each way. So I was basically in the car all weekend dealing with that stuff. So I had to go and visit my grandmother one last time because she got put in hospice. So I just went, and said my goodbyes and stuff like that. So it was kind of sad. But she was, she's got like pneumonia, and they basically can't do anything else for her. So I went and said bye to her. It's really sad. Definitely not something I didn't expect to get all the feels when I was there. And then like here, you know, she was a really good grandmother, plain and simple. End of story. Moving on to something else. Okay, I gotta take a break. All right, so I am cooking up my breakfast. I'm making some eggs again and toast. I had oatmeal yesterday when I was at my parents' house. And I did get like 1.5 workouts in. Like on Monday when I got there, I did my leg day, which I posted up a few clips of that, I think in the beginning of this vlog or now. And then the next morning I did my cardio and everything. I was gonna do arms, but I was expecting to be home like maybe by 5 or 6, so I was gonna do it when I got home. Didn't get to do that, so I'll just make up for it during the week. Basically, we're not all perfect. Shit happens, life happens, just move on. You know, you can basically just throw in the towel, or you can push forward and just get better with time, you know what I mean? So we're not all perfect. It happens, life gets in the way. You just keep pushing forward and don't give up, if that makes any sense. But I got some emails to catch up on because I was in the car all day yesterday, didn't get to do that. And yeah, I think we're going grocery shopping today, and we're going to a new grocery store. It's like so fabulous. I found it last week, and I've been excited to go to the grocery store today. So maybe I will take you guys along. Real quick, I just kind of wanted to talk about like sodium. I know this is like totally random, and like it just kind of hit me because I had a lot of questions about sodium, you know, when I was even like up until recently. Like I didn't know what to do with it. And you have coaches who incorporate salt into your diets, coaches who say stay away from anything with sodium. And I've done it several ways, and I think there's really one answer with it, honestly. Our body needs sodium. We have to have sodium, especially if you're training as many times as, you know, an athlete trains. You know, you're going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. You need to make sure and have some form of sodium in your diet. So that said, when I first started competing, I was on Bombshell and I never ate sodium. I barely seasoned my food. I was scared of it, literally scared of it. Now, I'm a person, I don't really like salty foods anyway, so I've never really, I typically steered clear of it just because I don't really like salty foods. But then I took it to the next level when I started competing, and I basically stayed away from it. Here's what happens. When you stay away from sodium for a while and you have like a cheat meal, or you stop your prep and then you kind of go back to like a more normal, manageable lifestyle, your body responds like crazy. Like you blow up. Your body just absorbs the sodium and absorbs the water and just clings on for dear life. So, you know, then you have these coaches that are like incorporate like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of salt or something ridiculous. And I don't think measuring your salt is really important. You know, if you like to throw a little extra, you know, grinds of like red, pink Himalayan salt or whatever, great. I don't think that you really need to worry about it. What the best method is, even in competition prep, is to, and I'm gonna tell you why, is to keep fair amounts of sodium in your diet. So, you know, use just regular seasonings. Choose lower sodium options, like if you're using soy sauce, low sodium, even low sodium seasonings, because some of them do have a lot of salt. And just keep in mind that if you eat more salt, you will retain more water. So you want your body to be accustomed to eating sodium so that if you accidentally get a little piece of salt on something, you don't blow up like crazy. So for example, for me, like I just keep regular seasonings in. I don't actually add salt to anything, but I'm getting a fair amount of sodium just from eating regular food. When I get like closer to the end of a show prep, here's what happens. Once your body is adjusted to sodium, and then you go into like your final couple weeks of prep and you drop your sodium a lot, like you start using, you know, just pepper for seasoning and just drop anything with sodium in it, then your body tightens up really, really fast. It's really amazing. And some coaches, you know, don't have you do that. I particularly like to do that just because I don't like sodium anyway. Like salt is just not, it's not my thing. So whenever I drop it, I see a lot of results because I do hold a lot of water whenever I delete sodium from my diet. So that's basically all I wanted to say on that. sodium. Don't cut it out of your diet. So I went and got Allie a new Thunder shirt because, you know, it's supposed to, everyone claims that it's great for dogs in anxiety, and she has one, but I don't think it fits her right because I think the Velcro kind of bothers her. So we are going to take her downstairs, and normally she cries, like in the elevator, whatever, she's just whining and whining. So I'm gonna put this on her and see if this thing makes a difference. Ooh, this one's really big. This one's way bigger than the extra small. That is so weird. Come here, dude. Look how sad she is. She's so sad. It's okay, my love. Can you even see her? She's like this black thing.
Pretty dark.
It's okay. I'm gonna put your little Thunder shirt on. Come on. And then we're gonna go outside. Yeah? It's gonna be fun. It's okay. Stay right there. It's good for you. Let me see. It's gonna hug you and keep you warm. Put your butt up. How does this fit? Tight. Yeah. It's a blankie. Lift up a little bit here. Tighter. Oh yeah. What you think? Oh yeah, it's like someone's hugging you. It's like hugging you. Yeah. How's that feel? Why are you staring at me? She's frozen in time. I don't understand. It works for every dog but her.
She just gotta walk.
Come on. It's okay.
Let's go outside, Allie. Come on.
Now you want a treat? How about, she's had like a million treats.
Treat.
Let's get you a treat.
Come on. Good treat.
I know you like tea. Oh, that's right.
Figuring it out.
I don't think this one's itching her at least. Here's your treat. Don't give her any big pieces anymore. She's gonna get fat.
Yay, she's normal. There you go.
There you go. Yeah! Good job, dude! You wanna go for a walk now? Let's go for a walk.